everybody. We are gonna do a fertility smoothie today. Let me get this set. All right, bear with me 1 second. Okay, buddy, I'll get you one. I gotta make it first. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I really hope that does not fall off. I'm standing at my kitchen counter. If the music's too loud, tell me, but I'm jamming out to some slow Christmas music. Guess that wouldn't really be jamming out, would it? Oh, hi, Amy. All right, y'all, I've got my blender out. I want to share something with you, a funny story before I get started, but thanks for watching on the replay. I'm Lauren Bourne, and I share encouragement for couples who are trying to conceive and just really kind of struggling with it, and or really struggling with it and dealing with infertility and things. So you're in Pennsylvania. Awesome, Tara. I'm so glad you get to go be with Rob's family, so that's awesome. Hey guys, okay, please tell me where you're from, and if you're struggling to conceive or if you're just in a season of waiting, I would love to know who you are and where you're at. Hi, Lisa. I'm gonna have to like squint to see people's comments. So, oh, good. I just got a text from Jenny. Maybe she'll log in here. Oh, good. Hi, Jenny. Okay, you guys, you're getting your hair did? Canada, that's amazing. We're in Fort Worth, Texas. Y'all, I started some controversy on Instagram today. And if you know me, like, I'm not all about that. Like, I love to encourage people, to lift people up, and I do not like to make people feel bad about themselves or whatever. Yeah, I started controversy. So if you're not following me on Instagram, just go find me. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, this is just a cheap blender. It's Oster. Oh, I mean, I don't know how cheap. Oster, we've had it since we got married, and it's about on its last leg. In fact, I'm hoping it'll work today. So if you didn't see my post, I posted that, okay, what did I say? I said, I just kind of was talking about, unexplained infertility, because that's like an actual diagnosis. The doctors will say your diagnosis is unexplained infertility, just like your diagnosis would be PCOS or endometriosis or anything else related to fertility. Your diagnosis is unexplained infertility if they don't know what it is. You saw it on Facebook? Okay. Yeah, I like post through Instagram on Facebook. So, like, I posted that unexplained infertility is a made-up diagnosis that I feel like was created by doctors, and the enemy uses that to put fear in us that something's wrong. And anyways, I put a quote up about it, and like most people were like, amen, that's amazing, I love it, I want to confess life over my situation, all these things. There were some people that were not very happy with me, and they were like just kind of going after me. So I, apologize and everything, but I don't start stuff like that. So I was like, oh my gosh, there's drama on my Insta page. So anyways, okay, y'all, today's gonna be a really fun day. I have teamed up with Jenni Blossom at Blossom to be Fit. She is, thanks Tara and Rob. She's an amazing woman of God. She actually, do I need to be calling you Dr. Jenni Blossom? I think I do. She just received her doctorate. She graduated, I think it was last week, right? And anyways, she's all about, oh, well, you're amazing, and I'm excited to share your recipe. She is all about, like, helping you find your inner glow, and she's all about health and wellness and the Lord, and she puts God into everything she does, and it's amazing. And follow her on Periscope if you're not already following her, Blossom to be Fit, and I'm going to link up this recipe to the website. Oh, good, you're already following her. She's so awesome. In fact, she's one of the first people I ever watched on Periscope, and I literally, like, whatever she was talking about that day, she was just talking about going for your goals and be strong and all these things. Like, it was super encouraging, and I was sitting at my dining room table bawling watching her, and I was furiously taking notes. Like, that's how good her scope was. I was taking notes on her Periscope. And so I messaged her, and I was like, you've just rocked my world. I've heard exactly what I needed to hear for the day. And so anyways, I should be giving her a longer introduction, but I'm going to go ahead and get into this fertility smoothie. I don't normally do health stuff for fertility so far. We've just done like spiritual encouragement. But your health is super duper important, and it does affect your fertility. Your thoughts affect your fertility. Your body affects your fertility, and so we need to try to do what we can, because that is something we can control, right? I'm all about telling you, like, don't control the things you can't control, but control the things you can. And this is something you can control. So I've got my blender out. I've got my ingredients. You can't see them. They're like right here. I tried to make the camera down, but okay, she sent me the nutritional breakdown, so I'm going to explain to you why these ingredients will help boost your fertility. And so we're going to start with 1 cup of frozen mixed berries. Okay, just get your blender. We've also got just this little like single blender that works, but it's kind of also on the fritz. We need to get a really good blender, but this is what we have today. So we've got a cup of mixed berries, and so she sent me the breakdown and says they're a great source of antioxidants and vitamins, and proved to be an anti-inflammatory. And so she says that creates an optimal environment for the egg. So if you can't eat berries, okay, Jenny, are you still on here? What if she can't eat berries? What would you substitute? Like grapes, or what can you eat, Lee? I'm sure we have a substitution. Like you could substitute probably any fruit. Whatever fruit you like, I'm thinking would be just fine in here. Can you eat bananas? Because we are going to put other frozen fruits, any frozen fruit. Good. So any frozen fruit will work. Whatever you can eat. And so the next thing is this. Okay, when I got this recipe, honestly, I was a little bit intimidated, Jenny. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have half of these things in my pantry. But I was really motivated because I want to make this change in my life, and I know I can do this, and I can do this every single day because I make smoothies anyways. So I want to tell you this. This is my suggestion. If you do not have a lot of these ingredients, buy 1 thing at a time and add those to your smoothie. So, because they are kind of expensive. So just buy 1 new ingredient at a time. Go find 1 thing at a time and just add that to your smoothie. I hope that's okay that I say that, Jenny, because this is your recipe book. Okay, so the next ingredient is 1 tablespoon of bee pollen. Okay, so I've got my tablespoon of bee. It's actually not a full tablespoon. Yeah, slowly add, because the bee pollen actually came in capsules. I could not find powder, so I actually took my capsules, and you just break them open. So I'm going to break it open, and like this, you just pull it apart, and it just falls right out. Obviously, that's not like ideal. You would want to just get like actual powder. They didn't have it at the store I was at, unfortunately. So I'm putting in my bee pollen, and she says that helps boost the immune system. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I wish I had done that, but with Christmas, they weren't going to be able to get it shipped to me in time. So the bee pollen helps boost the immune system. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals, and it helps to enhance conception. Liam says hi, everybody watching on the replay. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Superboy. So that's the bee pollen, and it helps enhance conception. Okay, and I did some research on it myself, and everywhere you look, it does say that. About enhancing conception. 1 frozen banana. Mine's starting to melt, but frozen banana blended up in the blender actually just tastes like ice cream. It's ridiculously good. So this is going to add a lot of the sweet that you need for this smoothie. Yeah, Superboy. Okay, the banana is packed full of vitamin C, B6, potassium, fiber, folate, and other high nutritional components, helping with hormone regulation and conception. And Lord knows we all need hormone regulation, don't we? 1 cup of spinach. So this is actually, well, it was frozen spinach. I use frozen spinach because I don't like my spinach to go bad, and it does freeze well. It's actually really crunchy when it's super frozen. And I really like my smoothies like super, super thick. So if you don't like them super thick, like you don't have to have all frozen ingredients, but so the spinach, zinc, folate, iron, antioxidants, and powerful nutrition. And she says helping, hold on, freeze the fresh. Yeah, freeze the fresh. Helping to, sorry, I'm reading this. Helping support the woman's body and the reproductive system. So spinach helps your reproductive system. Yeah, I wash my spinach. I dry it with paper towels. Hold, buddy, I gotta finish this, okay? Thank you, baby. I dry it with paper towels, let it dry completely, and then I just put it in baggies, the whole leaves, or I chop them if you get the bunch, and then you just freeze it, and it lasts like several weeks. And then when it comes out, when you pull it out of the freezer, if you dried it before you froze it, they're like super crunchy and really easy to put in your smoothie. Okay, 1 tablespoon of almond butter. That's the next ingredient. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you don't make them every single day, your spinach will go bad. So there's my tablespoon of almond butter, and I actually used peanut butter the other day because I was out of almond butter. So You take folate, not folic acid, because of blood clotting. Okay, so you have to do several things, Lee. Just make some tweaks, and that's awesome that you already know what to do. So then I'm trying to get through this. 1 tablespoon of ground flax. If you can't find ground flax, because some places don't have it, you can just get flax seeds and grind them up yourself. I've done that before. And it's an excellent source of omega-3s. And the almond butter is as well, and it's a good fat and helps with brain development, as well as the flax. So they both help with brain development for you and for your baby, which is awesome. Yes, omega-3s. And I know I don't get enough omega-3s, so that's a great source if you don't eat a lot of fish or have a lot of other sources of omega-3s. And then we've got, oops, what happened here? 1 teaspoon of green powder. So I've got my green powder. If you're not familiar with this, you can get this at any health food store. I got mine at Central Market in bulk. You can also get it at like Sprouts or any health food store, Sunflower Shop, whatever it comes. You can get it in a tub. You can get it in bulk. Mine is actually wheatgrass, and the last ingredient was, yes, I'll post this up. I'll post it on Instagram and the website. The green powder, the flax, the almond butter, whoever asked for the last ingredient. So here's the green food powder. And mine is actually wheatgrass and kale powder because I didn't have the one that she suggested, but I'll put that up. Spirulina, chlorella, and wheatgrass is what she says. And that's a good source of energy, vitamins, and minerals to help strengthen and enhance your body, okay? What can you take for vitamin D?
Those are both for the smoothie.
Thank you, buddy. Okay, he would like me to put Play-Doh in the smoothie. Would you guys like me to do that? Okay, I'm going to let Jenni answer that one because I really don't know about the vitamin D. Okay, and then the last, okay. And then the last thing is goji berries. This was one of the ones that I was a little bit intimidated by because I didn't even know where to get these. Let me see if I can show you what they look like. They're just little berries. See them? They're like dried. And so I actually had to ask the little nice helpers at Central Market where to get them. They come dried. They not yet. It's not ready. Okay. Okay. So this is what I said. No, buddy. The question was, what can she eat for more vitamin D? That was her question. So goji berries. And these are the goji berries. A tablespoon of goji berries, you just plop them right in. And you can get them in a bag. I tried to find them in bulk, but couldn't find them in bulk. This was the most expensive ingredient. No goji berries once pregnant. Ooh, I don't know, Amy. Jenni, do you know that one? Because I don't. So that's kind of the thing with like a lot of these things that you're supposed to do for your fertility. Certain teas and stuff they say to drink, but you're like only supposed to drink them for 2 weeks out of the month. I'm thinking the goji berries are probably fine in moderation once you're pregnant, especially for those first couple weeks, because my understanding is that really what you're eating isn't even actually getting to that baby until the umbilical cord is like actually functioning. So the goji berries are high in antioxidants, vitamins, they increase your libido and enhance the reproductive system. So these would be great for you and your spouse. It's kind of a fun thing. In fact, a lot of these things are good for your husband's fertility as well. Salmon, eggs, oranges, and sunlight. I did know that one because my son had really bad jaundice. Okay, the last thing is you can either use almond, coconut, or hemp milk. It's a good way to substitute dairy, and it's packed full of powerful nutrition. She says depending on how creamy you want your smoothie, because like almond milk is super thick, coconut milk is kind of thin. I actually really like this. This is what we drink. It's an almond coconut blend, and I've bought different brands of it before, but we really like this one because it's kind of somewhere in between. So I'm just going to pour in until I think it's enough. And I didn't pour enough yesterday, so I'm going to kind of fill it up here. So that's that. And then I just realized I didn't plug my blender in, so let me do that real quick. And I really want to encourage you that if you're intimidated by any of the ingredients like I was, just go to your health food store and ask for help. They're always really, really helpful in there. And they will give you, options, and they'll show you where to find everything. So I'm going to blend this now, okay, y'all? I hope my blender works right now because it's going to be a major fail if it doesn't. Well, not right now, buddy. Okay, so obviously it's not working super well, and I'm gonna go grab a cup real quick. No, buddy, I said no, honey, and you're not being obedient. I'm coming right back, y'all. I'm getting a cup. Do you guys realize that I try to squeeze in these periscopes like between like baby naps and feeding my kids and everything else I'm trying to get done. It's actually prettier. It kind of looks brown on the video, but it's actually kind of a pretty color. It looks like a Christmas smoothie because it's got red and green in it. Because I had strawberries in mine. So I'm gonna just test it out. I made one the other day and it was delicious. In a wine glass. These are actually water glasses. They probably do look like giant wine glasses on the screen though. Okay, it's really, really good. I always add green powder to my smoothies, so I'm used to that taste. So I like that taste. So if you don't, I would just suggest start small. And like we said, add ingredients as you go. But this is a really good smoothie for boosting fertility. Jenni, if you're still on here, can you tell us how often would you suggest this? Like, would you suggest making this every single day? You're used to green powder too, Lee? Yeah, so you kind of get used to the flavor of it. And if you eat lots of greens anyways, you like it. So once a day. Okay, so she suggests once a day. And this makes about one smoothie. So you can just double the recipe if you want to give one to your spouse. I do want to remind you, if you're allergic to bees, like if bee stings and stuff, like don't consume bee pollen. But I want to say, like, I can't taste the bee pollen. I was like, what is bee pollen and why am I putting it in my smoothie? But I can't taste it. It's really good.
Bee pollen's yummy, everybody.
Liam says bee pollen's yummy. I scarfed my smoothie down yesterday. I made the first one yesterday just to make sure, like, I knew how to do it and everything. And it's really, really good. Thank you, Blossom to Be Fit, for sharing this recipe. I'm going to post this up. In fact, I'm going to get off here right now so that I have time to post it up on iamfruitful.org and Instagram. Liam's going to have some of this smoothie. You can come have some. Get down off the stool, though.
Can I have my cup?
And as long as my daughter doesn't wake up in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be posting this right now. That way you can get to it. And I'm going to link it up to Jenni's webpage. So basically, you won't see it on mine, but you'll just click on it and get to her page, okay? So thanks for the recipe. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching. Liam, right here, buddy. We're having a little trouble here. All right, so he's drinking the fertility smoothie. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to share some encouragement with you tomorrow. If you're not following me on Instagram, find me because you can get involved in the drama. If you missed the drama, watch the replay. I shared it earlier. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you guys soon. Merry Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I hope y'all have a great day.